Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Filipina here, and in this video I am going to share to you a story that I've kept for years. Well, it's not something about my closet or drawer, not like about songs or bikinis, not like that. Okay, so first of all, I want to say welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If you have been supporting my channel for years, and probably if you have watched this old video, you will remember this story. Okay, this story that I want to share with you is about an American guy I met before, and he asked my help. Okay, so let's not judge him yet. Okay, so I want to share the story because you will definitely learn something from here, and this is gonna be podcast style, guys. So I badly need my script here, like my guide, because I tend to get lost in storytelling without guidance, like guide script. So anyway, all right, so let's call this guy Steven. So Steven is his real name, okay, but I'm not gonna, I think it's unnecessary to tell you his last name, so just, you know, in case you guys will stalk or search for him. Steven is a truck driver in the US. I don't know exactly, I don't remember uh, which state he lives. I didn't ask anyway, or I forgot. So I met this guy basically, if I'm not mistaken, online. Skype first, like that, and then we continued in Viber, WhatsApp. I told him clearly that I'm not looking, because he was looking for a Filipina. Okay, so to his credit, okay, so he respected that. Okay, so our connection was plain and friendly. Okay, so eventually, Steven shared that he was actually talking to another Filipina from the province. So later I learned that the girl is from Pampanga, and he was planning to come here to meet her. Okay, so and he was already calling her fiance. Probably he promised her some marriage. We don't know. Okay, so we only talked about the general stuff, not really detailed, and I didn't really ask. Okay, so eventually Steven shared that he was actually talking to this Filipina. Okay, and fast forward, guys. So Steven arrived in the Philippines and met her fiance and the family. Okay, so he shared some details about uh, his fiance, right? So he described her background. Okay, so just a disclaimer, all right? I don't have to explain this, but um, this story is not to look down on any poor Filipino or any Filipino who lives in poverty, who is financially struggling, okay? This guy I met, he was just describing the situation, her situation. All right, so he described their home to me. It was nothing really unusual for us here. Small, very modest, no proper bathroom. I will never forget this because he described the house doesn't have any bathroom, toilet, and it got a hole on the floor, and basically that's the bathroom. You know what I mean? Just imagine, all right? So it was poverty, plain and simple. So well, I didn't feel that he was criticizing the Filipina, his Filipina, okay? But the culture shock was real. Okay. There's more, guys. And after that, he rented an apartment. So he said that he was renting apartment. He paid for everything. He paid for his Filipinas food and everything, accommodation. I don't know where they go or what gifts he sent, okay, or gave. It was understandable he stopped communicating with me because he was with his Filipina, right? Okay, my stomach is grumbling. it's, it's hungry. Okay, anyway, so weeks passed. Then he reached out to me again. Okay, so but this time his tone was different. He sounded broken, very sad, drained, and full of regret, right? I couldn't really remember his phone number. I couldn't reach out anyway to him now, like even before. Yeah, I tried to reach out to him, but no good. I wish that he is here on this chair telling us the story, or he could send me a video call, whatever, a video recording of his story. But anyway, so um, he wanted to meet me. He needed badly. He needed financial help badly. He asked me if he could borrow money from me. Of course, I cannot do that. Hello, he's still a stranger. I'm not that stupid yet. So he admitted that he had been paying for absolutely everything. Okay, his girlfriend had no job. Again, this is not to look down on the girlfriend, okay? For those close-minded people there, hindi ito judging the Filipina, okay? His girlfriend has no savings, no income at all, and he bought the food, paid the rent, and we don't know if he covered the family's groceries, rice, if he gave something to the parents. I didn't ask, guys, okay? Because I'm not really interested. Okay, so he basically covered every single expense, and he even said, half jokingly, that she gained weight. So his girlfriend is used to be chubby, used to be slim, and now after a few weeks or maybe a couple of months, yeah, she started gaining weight. Yeah, because she is eating well, you know, something she never had before, and obviously she's gonna gain weight, right? Okay, this is not about body shaming, guys, so have open mind. Okay, so but then came the shocking part. Yeah, so he asked me for financial help. So he was here in the Philippines that time. He was really close, about 2 to 3 hours, like that. He is in another city. He wanted to borrow money, okay, because he no longer had enough money to buy a plane ticket back to US. He wanted to fly back home. I was stunned, and I never imagined a foreigner, someone who traveled all the way here, could end up completely broke. You know, he thought he thought that the love life story in LDR would turn out like a happily ever after, like Cinderella, whatever Disney story you have heard before. Okay, so in my mind, you know, I got a few knowledge about foreign men. Just very few, very little. In my mind, so foreigners, that time for me, you all are rich, you know. And I thought that he had backup plans, backup, you know, savings, financial backbone, stability, like that. So, but Stephen had none of that. I assumed, and it's easy to conclude because why would he ask help from me, right? So he admitted he was bankrupt. So I didn't feel comfortable lending him. So instead, I offered to buy something from him. Um, he was respectful to me both online and offline. So I asked him if he can sold something. So basically, he sold some gadgets. One Samsung S8 Verizon. Good thing it's open, open line like that. I could use it here. And one Vaio Sony laptop. Okay, I forgot how much I paid. Anyway, so we met at the mall in Ortigas, and I bought those gadgets. Okay, fair price. Anyway, so when I saw him that day, I will never forget the look in his eyes, guys. I will never forget. I could see that he almost cried. I felt so pity. I felt so sad for him. Yeah, yeah. He almost cried. I could see it is in his eyes, not just from desperation. Not only that, obviously, but from disappointment, misery, bankruptcy, maybe with himself, right? So with the situation, with the choices he made, he knew them. He knew what he did. Okay. I asked him before as well if he could contact his kids, and I don't think he had good terms with his kids. No one really helped him, I guess, and I tried to contact him, through emails. I couldn't really remember his number because I was using an old number that time. So I contacted him in Skype, no good. I wish that he could tell his story. And I conclude that he didn't make it back to US. I really feel bad, you know? So here's a lesson, guys. There's just a lot of lessons here. So Steven came to the Philippines without any financial backup, without any plan. He didn't do his research, he didn't do his homework, he didn't do any research about the culture here, you know, any dating things. Like, he didn't educate himself what's really about dating Filipinas, what to expect, what are the pros and the cons. Well, I don't have any idea that time anyway, so I didn't give any help or advice to. So he thought maybe he could live like a king because, you know, think about it. The currency, the US currency can go a long way here. What is the exchange rate now, right? So maybe that's the only thing he checked. Oh, my $10,000. I don't know. We don't know his money, right? Maybe he got some savings and he used all his savings. He got so excited with the relationship and he forgot that he got other things to plan about, you know? So he thought he could live like a king here, or at least get, you know, at least get by comfortably, live comfortably. But the reality doesn't work that way. Yeah. So foreign men, if you're listening to this, watching this, please remember this. Don't come here without savings or backup funds. Many of you have done that for sure. You have sold everything in your country. You use a lot of your savings, you know, because you thought that everything's gonna be okay. So don't come here without any plans at all. Give me alarm. Hang on. Okay. Don't assume, next one, don't assume your Filipino girlfriend or her family can support you or save your ass. Sorry about that, but that's the thing. You know, you chose a Filipino who lives in poverty. You chose someone who you want to support, and that's your choice, right? So, but you know, the reality is maybe she could give you 500 pesos. I don't know. That's what, $10. Maybe if you want to go back home, she could give you or donate something, you know. But reality, guys, if you choose a Filipino who doesn't have any work or savings or job, she doesn't have any source of income, she doesn't even have side hustle, you have to pay for everything. I don't know with Steven what happened to the family, or if he paid for the family's groceries, if he gave something to the girlfriend, allowance like that. So don't assume, and yeah, don't expect any help from them. They're not looking down on these people, okay? Third, don't jump into a relationship out of desperation. If we are in a desperate mood or desperate, uh, if we are feeling desperate, you will definitely make bad decisions. This is not only for foreign men, this is also for Filipinas. So, because it's gonna cloud your judgment. You will not think properly. All you have in your mind is, I want to see my Filipina. I want to be with her. I want to, sleep with her. I want to spend time with her, meet her family, like like that. So, okay, and most importantly, do your research. Know the culture. You don't have to be fluent of our language. Whatever your Filipino's language is, you don't have to be fluent on that. Research about the challenges you're gonna have here, the challenges, the possible, yeah, and the realities. You have to learn the reality before you come here, from the weather, from the food or diet, from the condition, places where you can live, expenses, like that. There's so many things. Because the truth is, love is not enough. Good intentions are not enough. Even how much, even you are the most honest guy, even you are the most kind, the most generous foreign man on earth, if you're not gonna do any preparation, without any financial stability or plan, you could end up like this person. You could end up not only like Steven, who got stranded here, broke, regretful in a country far from home. You could be, uh, you could end up like other foreign men who got trapped here in the Philippines. After that last meeting, yeah, he never replied to my emails anymore. I didn't get any answers. His Skype was inactive, guys. I lost his number, and we don't know. Maybe he got so embarrassed. He got so, he loses face value. What do you call this? We have this saving face in the Philippines, so he lose his face. Yeah, I couldn't really reach. Yeah. So to this day, I don't know what happened to him. And yeah, obviously he didn't make it back to US. So I share this story not to shame his Filipina or anyone, but to warn you. Don't repeat Steven's mistakes, guys. Okay? If you are a foreign man planning to come to the Philippines for love, be wise. Spend a lot of time online as much as possible. Be prepared mentally, physically, and most of all, have plans. Not only a plan, have plans. Okay? Because love can make you happy, yes. But without responsibility, it can also destroy you. So guys, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much again for watching my ads. Please watch my ads on this one, okay? If you want to share your opinion, thoughts, comments, my comment section is there for you guys, and I appreciate your time. See you next time.